just had a steep climb up this hill and I found my pitch, so I'm not going any further. I'm out on another epic adventure. Oh, I think so anyway. I was going to go a little bit further south, so in that direction. There's a cold, very cold breeze blowing from that direction, and storm Isha, I think it is due tomorrow, which is Sunday, 21st of January 2024. But I'm hoping today's going to be a great camp. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers. Give yourselves a pat on the back, because I'm really thrilled. Fantastic show. I've subbed nearly all of you back, if not all of you. I've smashed the 500 barrier. I'm really chuffed. It's been hard to get there, and any of you know who's starting out with a small channel, it is difficult, but you just got to keep going on. And I found I've had more viewings and more subscribers in bad weather, where there's that a little bit more risk, than I did in sunny weather or nice calm conditions. So yeah, amazing, thank you very much. So I'm up in Brecon today. Well, I'm in the just inside the Powys, boundary of Powys, between Powys and Rhondda and Taff. I was hoping to come out last weekend, but when I heard there was snow this week just gone, I put it off till this week. South Wales didn't get any snow. It was only sort of North Wales, north of England and Scotland. But it's still cold today, and I think we are in for an element of rain later. So, you know, that could be a little bit exciting. Hopefully get some good footage. It depends what visibility drops down to later. It may get very poor. I'm filming with my new GoPro 10, thanks to my other half, who got it for me on my Christmas list. So I hope the sound quality is okay. I don't have a mod mic yet. I've heard mixed reports about those mods. They're not cheap. They're about £79. I don't know what that equates to in dollars. Maybe it's about $90 or $100. But I've had mixed reviews about them. Now the wind is howling up here at the minute. It's forecast today, I think, to be 15 miles an hour, gusting to 29 to 30 miles an hour. So I found a little sheltered spot just behind me. But I just wanted to give you a 360. Sorry if I'm shouting, because the wind is howling in my ears. I can't even hear myself speaking. So without further ado, I'm gonna just go and set up now, because my little pinkies are freezing. Although I got gloves, it is quite chilly. So I'll catch you in a little while, because I've got something to show you today which is a little bit unorthodox, and I'll explain my reasons why. Okay, see you soon. Well, I got my pitch set up, but I don't want to show you that just yet. I'm going to go looking for some water. There's plenty of water around here. Go to the Ordnance Survey map, and I'm sure there is. So I'm just going to look for some now before the weather conditions get too bad and it starts to get too dark. It's 1400 hours now, so I'm hoping to be back soon. So see you soon. found some water. It's not a lot, it's better than nothing, but we haven't had a lot of rainfall recently. It's all been frost, so by tomorrow this probably be flowing quite fast if we're going to get a lot of rain tonight. So what I'm going to try and do now with it is I'm going to try and dam this up now. Try and dam it up so it gets a bit deeper. So that's got a bit deeper now, so it's still flowing a little bit. Let's see if I can plug the gaps a bit more. Right, let's try this. Oh, okay. Right, let's go. I got a filter system for that anyway, but it's running water. Welcome back. I'm back in my camp now. That was a close call. There is plenty of water around here. It's just a case of finding it, and I think I did all the right things to find water, so I give myself a humble pat on the back for that. So I've got a different setup today, or slightly different setup today, and some people may think I'm mad, but there is method in my madness, especially with the weather conditions that are forecast for tonight and into early hours of Sunday morning. But let's go back to where I got the idea from. So first of all, those who saw my last video, the Bivi and tarp camp, learned that, or observed that the rain picked up, or the heavy drizzle, and the wind changed direction and picked up, and it started to blow under the tarp. Now, although I had a bivvy there, right, everything else was going to get wet, so it did sort of dampen my spirits somewhat, but I adapted. I dropped one end of the bivvy, or dropped one end of the tarp, sorry, and then that just limited my space. But I was dry and I was warm, so it got me to thinking, what else could I do? Now, I've seen on YouTube people in Scandinavia, especially in snowstorms, some of them will have like a large 4, 5 or 6 person dome tent, probably more on the 5 or the 6 person size. Within that, then they'll have a little was it like little wood burner, little hot, like a hot tent, a stove. Now, whether they've adapted that themselves, because I've not seen any tents of that design for a stove, for a hot tent. And then they'll have a like 2-person dome tent then, so they'll have an inner seating area where they can sit in front of the fire, the wood stove, you know, the hot stove, and then they've got the sleeping area which gives added warmth. So I thought that was pretty cool, especially if you've got you guaranteed snow and you have sustained periods of cold weather, you know, snowstorms and such like. And then you've got the Australians and the New Zealanders. They love tarp and tent. The Aussies tend to have a tarp and a swag, which is like a canvas tent, or they'll have an awning with their swag underneath it off a side of a vehicle. And then same as the New Zealanders, they'll have a tarp off the side of the vehicle or an awning off the side of the vehicle and then a tent underneath. Now a lot of those conditions, there's little or no wind, just heavy tropical rain. So there's no rain going to blow. There's no rain going to blow under. So what I thought was I could adapt a tent as well for such conditions as today. Now, some people swear by certain tents. Now, I bought a tent during the COVID virus lockdown in 2020, maybe 2021, without going to the store and checking it out. I just looked at the specifications. Now, although it says it's a 2-person tent, it's not really a 2-person tent. It's a 1 large person tent or a 1 small person and 1 child tent. If they'd have said that the 3-person tent was the 2-person tent, maybe I could have got on with it. Now, before some of you keyboard warriors get on there, I'm not knocking a tent. I'm just saying it's not for me. I just find it, I don't know, I just can't get on with it. I just don't find it, I don't know, big enough. I don't know. There's something about it. So anyway, what I've done, I've taken the inner out. So I've ripped the guts out of it. It was only a 3-season tent anyway. So you've got your mesh, your fine mesh to allow the air to flow for your sort of spring, summer and autumn warm days. Now there's a few people been doing reviews on 4-season tents lately, and the outdoor gear review guy, Luke, he's been doing one. Now some of you may realise or may not realise that not only are 4-season tents more expensive, considerably more expensive, because they obviously use some slightly better materials for, you know, adverse weather conditions. They also have a fabric inner, which is not only windproof but I think at least waterproof as well, or certainly water resistant. So, you know, you're looking at over £600 to £1,000. I don't know what that equates to in dollars, but it's a lot of money. I certainly couldn't justify that. So what I've done, I brought my Banshee Pro 200 out with me today, and like I said, I take the inner out, so I've got a lot more space inside. So with any strong winds tonight and rain, which is coming from the direction behind me, south, well, I said south earlier in the video, I believe it's south-southeast. It's sheltered here, so there's little or no wind, but up on top it's blowing quite strong. So let's go and have a look. That's my pitch for tonight. You will observe now the pegs are only halfway in. Because of the heavy frost we've had, I've had to use a stone to bash them in. The ground is solid. It probably will soften up over the next few days, but they're in, they're firm. I don't think the tent's going anywhere. So let's have a look. Right, so my bivy setup is exactly what I used on the last camp. So those of you who haven't seen my last video, check it out. I had some good reviews. A lot of people subbed me. So really, this now is a fabric inner. So this is now a 4-season tent, because I've got my Robbins summer bivy over my Dutch Army Gore-Tex Bivi. So I got a down sleeping bag in there. So 4 season. So I should imagine whatever the weather throws at me tonight, you know, we should be able to take it. And I have seen some videos of the Banshee 200 and the Banshee 300 in harsh conditions. Seems to have done quite well. Should this tent get damaged in the night though and collapse, I'm in my bivvy, you know. I'm gonna, you know, I'll just have to sit it out. I'm gonna be warm, I'm gonna be dry. I don't see it as a drama. I've just come prepared for the weather. So I can sit in there, I can watch my videos tonight. I'm not gonna be freezing my ass off. With any wind, you know, too much wind coming in like with on a tarp. So you know, it's a bit out of the box thinking, a bit ingenious. You know, that's all I can say is try it. There is method in my madness, I guess, but I don't really care what anybody else thinks. I think it's a good idea. I'm certainly not going to patent it, but for harsh conditions, I think, yeah, I think it's just the job. You know, if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. Right, it's time for the cuppa, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. See you there. Those who saw my last video knew that, or know that I nearly blew myself up. Well, it's been a bit dramatic, that is, right? But I had a hell of a time trying to light my liquid fire burner. So used to using the gas one for most of the year, jet oil. I've got an MSR. So my striker wouldn't do it. I was going and going and going and going, it just wouldn't light. My lighter flame wasn't sort of good enough or long enough. However, this is about 12 quid. So blue flames, so like a bit of afterburner. So fingers crossed, I'll smash it today. Turn it off. Oh, turn it off. What it's supposed to do is the fuel is supposed to jump up, and there's a little dish on the top, and it's supposed to jump up into that dish. But it doesn't quite make it. So voila, pied de la résistance. It wouldn't have worked with that. And it certainly wouldn't work with that. So And there we have it. Couple of shout outs now. I'd like to give a shout out to Big Grizzly Outdoors, who's just written a book, and earlier I recorded this. As I've just said, I'd like to give you all a sort of my take on this book. This was written by one of our own community in the wild camping, Big Grizzly Outdoors. It's on Amazon. I'm not being paid for this promotion. I'm just doing a fellow wild camper a favour, helping them out as I would anybody else. It's about epilepsy. It's about it ruined his life, how he nearly died, how his marriage fell apart. It's humorous, it's sad, it's honest. I found it compulsive reading, although I'm not a big reader. It's easy to follow. There's lots of other reviews on Amazon as well, but it's a really good book, and you know, where he was then to where he is now, it's total transformation. You know, and he took the courage to write a book, which is no mean feat. But I'm obviously doing this in the car now, prior to getting out into the wet weather, up here in the Brecon Beacons. So yeah, check the book out, buy the book. It's on Audible, or will be on Audible soon. It's certainly on Kindle, and it can be bought in hard copy or soft copy from Amazon. So check it out. It's a really good read, and I hope he does really well, and with your support in the wild camping community, you know, good luck to him. Right, back to the camp. Okay, so you've heard what I've said about the book, so check it out. Another shout out is a female wild camper. She's got a small channel. She's got a few short videos on there. It'd be nice if she could get some more subscribers. It's Elaine Hudson Outdoors. She's done loads of bushcraft courses recently, so she's sort of a bit of a beginner when it comes to the wild camping, so I'm sure she'd appreciate some new subscribers, fellow females. You know, perhaps join up, do some collaboration camps, or just subscribers in general. You know, we got to look after each other in the community, or look out for each other. So check her channel out. I'll try and put the link in the description on this video. Right, it's 3.4 degrees now according to my temperature gauge. The wind is negligible. It's nothing. So I'm going to get in my setup now and just warm up a little bit. I'll touch base with you later. Well, I'm nice and warm and cozy now inside the shelter. It's not exactly a tent if there's no inner. It's 4:15. It's not very nice out. It's 3 degrees with a bit of a breeze. Can you hear the rain? It's just starting. So I'm just gonna relax now, finish my coffee, watch a movie, and then look to making some food for the evening. I've got well, it's king pot noodle. It is tomato and beef flavour, and I've also got a like a spaghetti. It's the same type of thing. It's spaghetti bolognese, or spaghetti or bolognese and pasta or something, but it's cheap. Yeah, it'll just warm me up and settle me for the night then. So catch you later. Well, as you can hear, the wind and the rain has picked up, but I'm very comfortable in this setup. I haven't got any howling wind really. I'm in a sheltered location. More luck than judgment, I think. I've had some food. I'm going to settle down now and watch a movie, and unless anything else exciting happens, I'll catch you in the morning. So thanks for staying with me this far in the video. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers. Well, during the night the wind has changed direction to westerly direction, or southwesterly direction. So it takes a bit of a battering. It's 4:20 now. So one good thing about the hoop bivy is that it's not pushing down on my head on the side, it's pushing onto the hoop bivy. But I'm nice and warm. I haven't had much sleep, mind. But the ground is still wet. I tried putting a peg in just down here to hold this down, and the ground is still solid. Right, I'm gonna try and get some more sleep. Morning, pretty rough night. Can't say I got a lot of sleep because of the tent sort of bending in. I've put my burr gun this side just to give it a bit of support, but yeah, it's blowing a gale out now. I'm in the process of packing up. The wind just seems to be getting stronger. I've got a tent peg at the back, which is slightly bent. I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can get an idea. So I'm going to continue packing up now, then have something to eat, and I'll touch base with you in a little while, if you don't get blown away first. Cheers. I don't know if it's going to get any worse than this, but I'll be making tracks pretty soon. The tent, as you saw in a clip a moment ago, has been folding in on itself all night. Some of the peg came loose as well, which didn't help, but I stayed with it. Uncomfortable night, as you may have gathered, but no, I didn't bail. I stuck it out. So there we are. So I'm just gonna pack the tent up now, and then I'll touch base with you. Leave no trace. Right everybody, that's the end of this adventure. The rain and the wind has picked up again, so I'm leaving just in time. So I hope you enjoyed this adventure, and I hope you will join me on the next adventure. So see you soon.